It's been a while since I've done any reboot content, and it's because I've been like everyone else waiting for the roadmap. There's not a great deal to talk about currently, and unfortunately that is the situation. So, since everyone does kind of want some sort of update about the reboot, and I sadly can't do that, I thought at the very least I would talk about what I want to see in the roadmap, just that way we can talk about the reboot slightly and kind of have some content floating around. I'm not doing this because I feel like I'm forced to do it, but I do want to talk about the reboot. There's just nothing to talk about, sadly. So here is basically just everything I want to see in this reboot roadmap and what I really want it to show off and portray. So starting off, one of the most important things to me is that it really shows the clear future. I don't want rough estimates of dates. I don't want it to be subject to change. I want clear dates with clear information telling me exactly how Saints Row is going to be going forward. Don't give me a general, it could go like this sort of roadmap. If you're going to delay it, there's no point putting it in a roadmap. I want to know exactly how the future's going. I know delays are kind of a common practice these days, but for me at this point, it's been months since we've had any real news. The last big news update I can think of was the November update, which was, well, November. I want to see when each DLC is coming out and maybe get a bit of information about it. I'm not saying they have to announce every DLC, but you can at the very least tell us a bit more about DLC 1, and again, specifically the date. I'd love to know what it's going to be unlocking if we get a new area of the map, we're having diversions, etc, etc. You can't just leave it as like, yeah, we got something coming around this time, we got something coming around this time, like, it needs a bit more. You've spoken about updates coming in the future. I'm happy to hear it. It's nice to know that this game's not being abandoned. And I know a lot of people are kind of wondering right now if we are getting the DLC. I can promise you with my whole heart, DLC is still on the way. You will get some DLC for your expansion pass, I promise. Yeah, it's taken a while. It's took longer than I thought it would, but that is the situation, unfortunately. So for me, all I really want to see is what this update's going to be about. What are you fixing? Tell me the details. It doesn't even have to come out the second the thing does, but just tell me the details of what we're going to see in it. I want to see some clear enhancements. At this point also, I'd like to know if we're getting any more updates past this point. If it's the last update, tell me it's the last update. Don't leave me kind of waiting. I want closure to certain things and I want information about things. Realistically, this needs to portray a lot of information, and I don't want it to be just as simple as we got a DLC here, we got a DLC here, we got a DLC here, and that's it, goodbye. You know what I mean? I want a lot more information. I want to know bits about these DLCs. I want to know when we're going to be getting them, for the love of God. I want to know if we're getting updates, and also anything else. Tell us anything else. I'd love to know what you guys have been doing the past few months. I want to know where your priorities are. What's the mindset? Are you fully going at the update and leaving the DLCs to the side? Are you fully working on polishing up the game, or are you fully working on making content for the game and leaving polish to the secondary sort of status? Like, tell me whatever you can. Let this have a ton of information going for it. For me, I really feel that I just want to know the key bits of information. Just tell me how Saint Row is going to be going forward. On top of that, I'd like to know, and this is quite a weird one, how are cosmetic packs going to work going forward? I didn't like the idea of them not being included in the expansion pass. I'm all up for, having small bits going here and then, $2.99 packs. But if you've brought the expansion pass, $120 version of a game, and you're not even going to give them a $3 pack, that sucks. So either make all cosmetics free or don't make them. That's my opinion. I don't want to feel limited to what I have to play, depending on if I'm going to put even more money into the game I've already spent how much on. Make them for everyone. There is no reason whatsoever, other than greed, that you would not put these publicly. They are hardly the most expensive things to produce. Being real, let's be honest. They're hardly the forefront of gaming content. This isn't a DLC pack. They are tiny little clothing packs, and in the year 2023, you can't keep marketing off these little things for $2.99 a pop. No one wants them. I don't. But if they're free, then I'll give you a ton of credit for them. You will earn a lot more trust back. If you start giving away free packs, I think people would love that. I think that's something that people could really appreciate in this community. And I think that with the reboot being the way it is and having no content for so long, I think you kind of owe us it. So, tell us about a few cosmetic packs we're going to have going forward. Maybe label them out in the roadmap. Tell us dates we're going to be getting these drops. I would really like to see if we get any more competitions going forward. Basically, it's all coming to this conclusion here. I want a roadmap that doesn't just say we're going to get a DLC around here and then information on the rest of the DLCs coming soon. I don't want information on just one DLC. Tell us everything. Give us as much information as you can, because honestly, we need it. Also, as a bit of a side rant before I wrap up, Deep Silver / Playon, can you do me a favour if you're watching? Can you just make a statement about the 100 mil thing? I've been getting a ton of comments about it, and I've heard nothing back from Playon, and I don't really know who to ask at Deep Silver when I thought about it. So, all I'm going to ask is, if it's possible, whether it's in a comment under this video, whether it's privately, an email, I know you guys know how to contact me, just shoot me an email so I can comment on the 100 mil thing. It'd be really helpful, that way I just know the situation we're at. But yeah, I think, past that, that's me done, yeah. Sorry this video is so, like, monotone. It's really late where I'm at. Don't think I'm all miserable, bro. I'm chilling. And I do think the future Saints Row can be really good. So don't think I'm, like, here, like, oh, God, life sucks. No roadmap. I'm just super tired. It's 4:46 in the morning. And I've got so much editing and video stuff to do. So don't worry. I'm chilling, bros. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you soon, everyone.
The end? Question mark?